Not all animatronics can be as popular as the main cast. Some instead prefer to live in the shadows or are relegated to only appearing as a head in a cameo appearance. Welcome back, my fellow gamers. This is Top 10 Gaming and I am your host, Amanda McKnight. Today we'll be counting down the top 10 rarest FNAF animatronics and getting to know some of those who appear less frequently but are still beloved by fans of the franchise. Let's get counting. Number 10. Plushtrap. While Plushtrap became mightily popular after his first appearance, initially he was intended to be a more uncommon animatronic in comparison to the main cast. Plushtrap first appeared as a minor character in FNAF 4, but would go on to become a major villain in later games such as Help Wanted and Special Delivery. Plushtrap's main claim to fame was his own minigame where he was the star in FNAF 4, but only really in that one minigame, in Fun with Plushtrap. You having fun yet? The objective of the game was to catch Plushtrap on the X by shining your flashlight at him and avoid being jump scared, obviously. Plushtrap would also appear as one of the hidden characters in the Ultimate Custom Night, where you could catch him hanging out around Funtime Foxy's stage. There, you'd want to make him scurry off anytime you caught him nearby. Get out of here, Plushtrap, what you doing? Don't mess with me. Number 9. Shadow Bonnie. Also known as Rick Fax. No, that doesn't sound good. So we'll just spell it out then. RWQFSFASXC. I think I said all the letters. I hope I said all the letters. If I didn't, you can let me know in the comments. Shadow Bonnie, despite appearing in many different games, has always had a smaller role. In FNAF 2, their appearance was also so rare, it made people question if they had really seen Shadow Bonnie at all, or were actually hallucinating in-game themselves. Dun dun dun. Imagining Shadow Bonnie had appeared when, of course, they hadn't. But don't worry, they had. You weren't hallucinating. It's all good. Shadow Bonnie is such a creepy figure, appearing as a shadowy figure shaped just like Bonnie. However, they are so much in shadow that they appear as inky black as a room that has been thrown into pitch darkness, without any crack of light shining in on it. It's therefore hard to make out their features, and they almost appear 2D. Every inch of them is shrouded in immense darkness except for their eyes and teeth, which glow a bright, luminescent white, making their appearance startle you even more when you happen to notice them peering out at you before fading away. And friends, before we move on to this next spot, don't forget to click all the things, hit the subscribe, comment, like, share, you know, all the cool stuff. All the stuff that all the cool kids are doing. Everyone's gonna be like, Amanda, why are you so old? In the comments. You know what I'm asking of you. Please do it. It really does help. I'm not just saying that. Number 8. Lolbit. Lolbit started out as a rare animatronic that became so popular they were more integrated into the game. But let's not forget that Lolbit started out as mainly just a head in the FNAF franchise. Just a head. Well, I guess technically they were in FNAF World first, as that game came out originally in January of 2016, and FNAF's sister location didn't come out till later that year in October. Still, when they made their way into the main continuity of games, or the considered canon games at the time, they were just a head. No doubt a reference or Easter egg to the character from FNAF World. But from there, Lolbit ended up getting a full body appearance once more, but not until they appeared in Help Wanted. Everybody loves Lolbit. Number 7. Shadow Freddy. Even more rare in a way, as they haven't caught on as much as Shadow Bonnie as Shadow Freddy. Shadow Freddy has also appeared in less games besides, and some of those appearances were more as Easter eggs or cameos than anything. Shadow Freddy also made their first appearance in FNAF 2, like Shadow Bonnie, but does not boast of a more complex or elongated name in comparison to the other animatronic. They've also since appeared in a few minigames in FNAF, but never been known to be a leading role or a main antagonist. Sad. Number 6. Bidybabs. We talk about the mini arenas all the time here on the channel, but a group of animatronics that we don't really talk about as often, who are equally creepy and terrifying and deserve a chance in the spotlight, are the Bidybabs. The Bidybabs are the sidekick animatronics of Circus Baby, although for being part of her entourage, we don't really see them with Baby as often as you might think. Circus Baby seems to often prefer to strike out on her own, or just in general with her other principal animatronics from sister location. location. The Bidybabs really only appear in sister location as active characters, and after that were relegated to the background, making no more than cameo or Easter egg appearances in Ultimate Custom Night and Help Wanted. Poor little Bidybabs. I didn't forget about you creepy little cuties though. Number 5. Shadow Cupcake. I mean, I already have so many of the shadows on here, I figured I may as well talk about the Shadow Cupcake besides. Or Shadow Cupcakes, I guess. Shadow Cupcake only ever appeared in FNAF 3. You can click on them in Night 3 when they appear to access the minigame Chica's Party. Otherwise, they just appear on the cams as almost decor. They can also be found as little characters in the minigame Chica's Party in the game's secret area, if you know where to look and how to find that area. They also appear in the minigame that follows Night 2 to hint at the minigame to come, Chica's Party. But really, all of their appearances are contained in this one overall game of FNAF 3. So pretty rare. Number 4. Dee Dee. You might know JJ, the female version of Balloon Boy, but do you know Dee Dee? Also the female version of Balloon Boy? Or I don't know, are we calling these characters like Balloon Boy's sisters? That's how I like to think of them. This is the version who first appeared in FNAF World, whereas JJ was the lesser seen or known character perhaps from FNAF 2. I personally prefer Dee Dee to JJ if I had to pick one of the two, but it was JJ who actually ended up landing the big role in Ultimate Custom Night, while Dee Dee only ended up being one of the discoverable secret characters. Dee Dee's hat would also make an appearance in Help Wanted, and only of course in the Curse of the Dreadbear DLC, making her but an Easter egg in that game. And only if you have the DLC, so wow, that's pretty rare. I keep saying rare and then I'm thinking like we're collecting these FNAF animatronics. I keep thinking of like Pokemon cards. Number 3. Calavera Cupcake. The Calavera Cupcake appeared as the Day of the Dead version of Mr. Cupcake in Special Delivery. This version only appeared with Katrina Toy Chica as part of the Halloween 2020 event in the game. The Calavera version of the little cupcake was instead reskinned to represent a sugar skull, as opposed to a cupcake, but still has of course a candle in its head to match the overall look of Mr. Cupcake. Though I'm not sure if you'd actually want to put a candle in a sugar skull. Sugar has a tendency to melt when it gets hot, so this might just, I don't know, make Calavera melt away. But I don't know, I'm not as familiar with the Day of the Dead festival, so yeah, let me know. Is this a thing that people do? Do people actually put candles in sugar skulls? Maybe that's a thing, I don't know. I guess it's possible that this version of Mr. Cupcake is of course not edible and that this Calavera is instead made out of clay, which is also a thing that can happen, I believe. Not all Calaveras are edible after all. That is one thing that I do know. You can't eat all sugar skulls, so don't try to do that, because they might not be made of sugar. Number 2. Egg Baby. Egg Baby has only appeared in 2 games so far, and in both, their role was small. In Pizzeria Simulator, Egg Baby appears to be a decoration and nothing more, though it is possible that Egg Baby has some other purpose, besides being a weird buy at $6,000. Who would pay $6,000 for this Egg Baby? I don't know, but you might in the game, so yeah. It is believed the Egg Baby can also scan blueprints belonging to Fazbear Entertainment and Afton Robotics, and then safely, I don't know, saves them? What for? I'm not sure. This belief comes from the fact that it is also given the name Data Archive. Number 1. Golden Cupcake. If you thought the Shadow Cupcake was rare, the Golden Cupcake is even more rare. It appears only as a picture in FNAF 3 on occasion, replacing Toy Bonnie's picture as shown on Cam 4. When the cupcake picture replaces Toy Bonnie's, you'll get the chance of paying attention to reveal the Golden Cupcake, which appears to be just an alternate version of Mr. Cupcake, who instead of having pink frosting, comes with yellow frosting instead. I personally would love to see more of the Golden Cupcake, as I personally feel like it could be a fun little treat or reward that could pop up later in the games, like, you know, exotic butters, or any of the treats we can unlock from the prize counter, such as the slice of cake, pirate plunder bar, or the exotic butters beverage, which I believe are all things in Help Wanted. Help Wanted, what a weird, wonderful place. Is it weird that I see cupcake animatronics and I want to eat them, by the way? I don't know if that's weird. Should I be scared by these animatronics, or is it okay that I'm like, cupcakes? What is your favorite, less frequently appearing animatronic? Which cameo do you think is the best? Which of the rarer animatronics do you wish we saw more of in the games? Let us know in the comments below. Do you also want cupcakes? That's also a good question. And speaking of comments, it's time to turn to some comments from one of our latest videos, Top 10 FNAF Darkest Moments. So dark. Addie Shirato comments, the death of Charlotte/Charlie has always stuck with me. She was left outside in the rain and the security puppet made to protect her couldn't save her. Then that same security puppet crawled outside and held her. Yeah, it is really sad and tragic. That is a dark moment. Fusion Eclipse responds, "It was the dabbing chica for me. Oh my god, that thing is terrifying." Connor, is that you? Is that you commenting? Are you Fusion Eclipse? Crystal Chan contemplates, "I'm just thinking about the 9th fact. For some reason, the first thing that came to my mind while hearing the call was it sounds like an animatronic is trying to say something. Could it be Golden Freddy? But now that I think of it, it could mean something to do with like a warning? Yeah, I don't know what that call means. That call is like, still so many people are confused by it, and I love that there's just so many different theories on it. It's really cool and disturbing and great. And that's all the time we have for comments today. Be sure to comment below for a chance to have your thoughts and your feels shouted out in a future video. This has been Top 10 Gaming, and I am your host Amanda McKnight, reminding you to keep on gaming on. Pew pew!